from Tax Loan Support, and welcome to Tax Tip. Today's topic is T2125, Statement of Business and Professional Activities.
A business income is any sort of activity that you intend to carry out for a profit, or at least have some intention to do so. Now, professional income is usually very heavy in fee-for-service based companies. Examples like lawyers, doctors, and accountants are some individuals who earn a professional income.
So, the first expense on our list is advertising. If you advertise in Canadian newspaper, television, or radio station, you can deduct the entire expense. Also, finder fees. What finder fees is if you have an intermediary helping you with the transaction, you can deduct that fee entirely. If you're advertising using a foreign broadcaster, even if it's for Canadian purposes, you can't deduct it at all. And if you're advertising an editorial where it's like opinion pieces, if it's greater than 80% of total non-advertising content, you can deduct everything. If it's less than 80%, you can only deduct 50%. Now on to my favorite expense, meals and entertainment. You can only deduct 50%. Now the worst expense of them all that nobody hopefully has to experience, bad debts, when people decide not to pay you. So how you record it will depend on your accounting method, accrual versus cash. Accrual is matching expenses and revenues. And cash, there's no such thing as bad debts. You either receive money or you just don't. Simple as that. Now for interest expense, you can deduct any money borrowed for business purposes or to acquire property and get it ready for use. Now, if you're fortunate enough to use your home office as part of your business, I can't stress it enough, make sure you claim the business portion and your personal portion separately to avoid getting audited.
For the next expense, we're going to talk about business fees and professional dues. Now, most business fees used to run the business or incurred in the business can be deducted. However, any sort of expense or professional fee relating to gyms, sporting clubs, or golf courses, anything to do with recreation, cannot be deducted. Our next expense is legal, accounting, and professional fees. Now, for most accounting fees used to prepare bookkeeping, they can be deducted. Any fees used to prepare tax returns or to prepare GST returns can be deducted as well. However, with regards to legal fees, it cannot be deducted if it's used to acquire or sell capital property during the year. Now, the final expense we're going to be talking about is salaries, wages, and benefits. Now, most salaries, wages, and benefits can be deducted from your tax return that you pay to your employees, as well as any health insurance plan premiums you paid for your employees as well. The Income Tax Act actually allows you to deduct salaries paid to your child, but a few conditions have to be met first. The first is that you actually pay the salary. And what this means is that you have issued either an official T4 or you have some sort of bank account information or bank transactions pertaining to the child's account. The second is that the child actually did work that was necessary for the business to survive, and the child wasn't just sitting around earning a salary. Now, the last and most important condition is that the child actually was paid a reasonable and fair salary, similar to what you might pay another employee for doing similar work. Now, the CRA audits this area very heavily, so failing to record the information accurately or even falsifying information can lead to a lot of headaches. So I recommend you don't do it.
Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe and leave suggestions down below for future videos.